additional chapters of Bhagavad Gita for you. Let's start from chapter 1. Chapter 1 is about the battle of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is an epic in which the battle of Mahabharata has taken place, and this was about 5,000 years back. This epic Mahabharata has been written by sage Vedvyasa. So whatever we have in Bhagavad Gita or in Mahabharata today, it is because of the knowledge and the writings of sage Vedvyasa. Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata. It contains 18 chapters and 700 concise verses. Bhagavad Gita means Song of the Lord. Now, this Gita with chapter 1 starts when the two armies of Pandavas and Kauravas. Pandavas are on one side fighting against Kauravas. They are the cousin brothers on both the sides. Their fathers, father of Kauravas and father of Pandus, were the sons of same father. So this battle of Mahabharata takes place in the place known as Kurukshetra. The two armies are standing in front of each other. And that is the time when Arjuna tells Lord Krishna, who is his charioteer. Let me tell you a little bit about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu. There are three mighty gods in Indian mythology. They are Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma. Lord Shiva is the destroyer of the creation. Lord Vishnu is the protector and caretaker of this universe. And Lord Brahma is the creator of this universe. Lord Vishnu is the protector of this universe. So out of these, Lord Vishnu's avatar is Lord Krishna himself. Krishna decides before the battle of Mahabharata that he will not pick up weapons in the battle. So Kauravas, on hearing this, on learning this, were very happy that Krishna will not fight, and they had Krishna's entire army with them. This was an exchange. Kauravas asked for the army and Pandavas asked for Lord Krishna himself, though he had already declared that he will not fight from any side and he will not pick up the weapon. So he is the avatar or reincarnation of Lord Vishnu in the form of Lord Krishna. Now Bhagavad Gita means Song of the Lord, Song of the God. In this Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, total 18 chapters, Lord Krishna and Arjuna's discourse is there. Arjuna and Krishna's discourse has been described in 18 chapters by Lord Vedvyasa, sage Vyasa. In chapter 1, between the two armies, the chariot of Arjuna is taken when he says, "O Lord, I want to see who all are there to fight against me. Can you please take my chariot in the battle of the two armies?" On this, Lord Krishna takes the chariot in between the two armies and says, "O Arjuna, now see who all have come here to fight you." Arjuna sees his great grandfather Bhishma, his master, his Guru Dronacharya, his cousins, his relatives, his friends, his maternal uncles, his brothers, everyone is there to fight against him. He is down with grief and says, Lord, why should I fight these people? They are my revered ones. How can I fight against Bhishma and Drona? He is overtaken by grief and says, O Govind, I will not fight. And then he sits at the back of the chariot with his bow and arrow onto one side. In chapter 2, Krishna tells him, it is your duty to fight, stand and fight. It's better to do the dharma than doing anything else. If you run away from the battlefield, your enemies will say, you ran away from the battlefield fearing the consequences. You are a great warrior. It's your duty to fight. Stand and fight. And Arjuna says, Oh Lord, how can I fight these people? My revered ones, Bhishma and Drona. How can I throw arrows on them? It's better to beg and live on this earth rather than fighting these men, these people. And then he says, You are my Guru, you are my master, I accept you as my Guru. Please guide me. Friends, who is a Guru? Who is a master? Someone who can dispel the darkness and take you towards light. He is a Guru. Someone who has already realized God and is a God realized person, who is a self realized person, is a Guru. And how do we know? We all, in most of our life, most of the time in our life, we would be thinking if some enlightened person could come to me and guide us. We keep thinking we need a guru, but we don't find one. We should find our guru. And if you find earnestly with devotion, if you pray to God, oh God, send me the guru, send me the master, he will definitely send him to you. If you don't have guru, if you have inclination or devotion towards God, pray to God and ask him, request him to send you a master. He will send you an enlightened master. But sitting idle will not take you anywhere. That is what Lord Krishna tells Arjuna. It's your duty to fight. So if you are living on this earth, you have taken birth, your duty is to go back to God once again at the end of this life. It is quite possible in this life. And also, if you don't find God in this life, then your karmas, your works, the results of your works of this life will be carried forward to the next life. This is what Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in chapter 2. The soul never dies. It is unborn, eternal. It is beginningless. It has no middle and it has no end. The soul never dies. It takes rebirth again and again till the time ultimately you find God. We, the souls, have come from God, and that is where we finally go. That is where we finally have to go. Krishna says, Arjuna, the body is perishable, it dies. When it becomes old, it dies, but the soul never dies. We take birth, we enter childhood, then we enter adulthood, and then we go on to old age. So after old age, when the body is no longer capable of taking us forward, it dies. And the soul, which is like sun in the universe, when the sun comes out, It throws light in the entire universe. Similarly, the soul enlightens the body. And when the body dies, the soul, or when the soul leaves the body, it goes and the body dies. The soul never perishes. It takes rebirth again and again. We go to childhood, adulthood, and old age, and again we die, and again we take birth. So similarly, taking rebirth again and again and again until and unless we reach our final destination. Remember, we have a destination. The soul has a destination. It has originated from God and it has to ultimately go to God. This body is a means of finding the God. God says, the way we change our clothes, when the clothes become old and worn out, we do not need them any longer. We buy new ones, we procure new ones, and then we wear the new clothes. Similarly, when the body is no longer capable of carrying the soul, the body dies and the soul is liberated and it again adorns new clothes. Again and again in many chapters of Bhagavad Gita, God says it's your duty to fight. Never stay away from duty. Do not ever leave your duty. You may be a student, you may be a businessman, you may be a houseman, you may be a soldier, you may be a farmer, whatever you are. That is your duty. That is your dharma. Follow it and do it with your utmost satisfaction. And do not desire for the actions of your activities. That is what the chapter 3 is. Chapter 3 says desireless action. Whatever you do, whatever duty you perform it with devotion to God and do not expect results in return. It is I who am the giver of the results. It is I who decide what is to be given to me, how to give, when to give, how much to give. That is all decided by me. Your duty is to fight. Your duty is to perform your dharma or duty. Your all the duties that you perform, offer it to me. Devote it to me. Remember me at all times. Even when you are performing the duty, offer it to me. Keep chanting my name. I will take care of you. I will protect you. I will take you, keep you away from these sins. All activity that we do, there is some reaction. As Newton says, uh, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Similarly, whatever activity we do, it has some reaction, or we may say it gives us some results. Those are the karmas. Whatever activity you do, you will get some karmas out of that. They may be positive, they may be negative. Try and do only the positive karmas. Do only the right and truthful and justified duty. Never fall trap to your desires and senses. Again and again in Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, get away from desires, ego, anger, lust. These are our greatest enemies. Lord says, your senses are your enemies. Control them. Learn to control them. If you do not control your mind, senses, they will take you towards the world, which is full of miseries. You may feel by getting material benefits, you will be happier, but that is not the truth. When you get or gain something, you will further, sorry, you will further want to go ahead. Your desires will never end. And similarly, your lust for these things, your attachment to these things will never finish, and you will be falling trap to unhappiness and sadness in your life. So if you want to stay away from miseries of life, do not fall prey to the desires. Live to learn in bare minimum needs. Have bare minimum needs. Do not extend your desires and needs. Keep minimum for yourself and live in that. This does not mean you have you don't act, because this is not the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. The greatest teaching of Bhagavad Gita is Nishkam Karma, desireless activity. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Act but without desiring something. Whenever you start something, let's say you are a soldier and you have many duties in your life performing. So when you have to act as a soldier, that is the time you pray a little bit and say, "Oh Lord, you have given me this duty. I am performing it for you. Bless me that I accept it with humbleness, and give me the capability to accept it, whatever comes to me, positive or negative. Allow me to accept it with grace." God says in chapter 3, control your senses with your mind. Mind is stronger to the senses. Control your mind with intellect. Intellect will always tell you what is right, what is wrong. And control your mind, your senses, and your intellect with soul. God lives in us in the form of soul. He is nearest to nearest and farthest to farthest. He is everything. He says everything has come from me. Just be devoted to me. Devote your act to me and be with me whenever you work, whatever you do. Bhagavad Gita has given certain paths of God realization, one of which I have already explained to you, the desireless activity. Act, but don't expect anything in return. Just offer it to God, whatever comes to you, right or wrong, gain or loss, profit or loss, victory or defeat. That's what Lord Krishna tells Arjuna. Fight, it is your duty. Don't think of victory or defeat, because I am here. I am the giver of the results of these activities. We coming on to chapter 4. I'll start summing it up because we are already up by 20 minutes or so. I will concentrate on the meditation technique which is given in 4th, 5th, and 6th chapters. Basically, I am a meditation practitioner, and many of my videos are already there on my YouTube channel, Eternal Journey, where you can see how to meditate. I have given them in brief also and in detail also. You can pick up one or two techniques for yourself and meditate in the morning and evening for 10 to 15 minutes every day without fail regularly. If you do that, let me assure you, your quest for finding a master, your quest for spiritual realization, your quest for self realization, and your quest for God realization will be fulfilled. Try to find a guru who could teach you meditation. Meditation With meditation, you will be able to concentrate your mind, focus your mind, and wherever you want to put it, there you can put it. Basically, meditation and all these things are meant for finding God. These are the techniques developed by our rishis and sages long back to be with God, to be with self, to be with happiness and bliss and joy at all times. With meditation, it is possible. Plus, the additional benefit is when you try to find out God, when you try to focus on God, you will realize attaining anything in this material world becomes very, very easy. Because with focused and concentrated mind, when you try to do or achieve something, that becomes much, much more easier. It gives you maximum output in minimum input. Whatever you are doing with minimum input, you will be able to take out the maximum from it. And your subconscious will also awaken. And when the subconscious awakens, you will realize you have got many, many powers given by your own soul, given by your own subconscious, given by the God Himself. It is quite possible. Try to do it, and you will benefit. I have given my contact number in the description. You can contact me in case you are interested in learning meditation. Meditate regularly. At least for 3 months, try it. And if you do not benefit, you can of course leave it any time. But if you benefit, you can proceed further. There are further other techniques also which can be shared with you. Go to my channel Eternal Journey and find meditational techniques there. Like and subscribe the channel. Be with me in the evening where I will try to be live with you. Coming on to fourth chapter, I was talking about meditation techniques. Chapter 4 gives verse 29 gives the meditation technique. Chapter 4, I'll repeat it again. Verse 29, Shlok 29. It says about the breathing technique. Keep looking at the incoming and outgoing breath. Close your eyes. Keep looking at the incoming and outgoing breath. With each incoming breath, chant Shivo, and with each outgoing breath, chant Hum. So chant Shivo Hum, Shivo Hum, Shivo Hum. Chanting has to be done mentally, not loudly. In chapter 5, another technique has been given in verse 27. That is looking between the eyebrows. Close your eyes. Keep your concentration, attention, focus, and mind, not the eyes, but the mind between the eyebrows. Remember, whichever technique you are doing, it is your mind which has to be focused, not the eyes. Of course, there are certain rules for eyes also, but right now I'll focus only on concentrating mind between the eyebrows. Verse 27, Shlok 27. Focus between the Bhrumadhi, between the two eyebrows, and remain there for as long as possible. If you follow even these two techniques 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes in the evening regularly, try these two techniques for at least 3 months and see the difference change happening to you. With concentration on in between the eyebrows, keep chanting sub mantra. Pick up some mantra for yourself. Mantra jap साथ साथ करते रहेंगे. You keep chanting some mantra with you. If you are from different religion, you can pick up a mantra of your own religion. If you are from Hindu religion, you can pick up mantra from your own religion. If you are from some different religion, you can pick up your mantra accordingly. So keep your mind between the eyebrows and keep chanting the mantra. Sit in lotus posture, Sukhasana, Siddhasana, or keep it doing while lying. You can lie down and even then you can do it. You can do it with open eyes also. You can do both the techniques with open eyes also if you are in a crowded place, if you are in a bus, if you are in a train, if you are in your office and you have time, but you can't have the luxury of closing and sitting down and meditating, then with open eyes also you can do these two techniques. Coming on to chapter 6, which is the chapter itself on meditation yoga. It is known as Dhyan Yoga. So in chapter 6, one more technique I'll share with you, which is verse 13. Shlok 13 says, look at the tip of the nose. So close your eyes and mentally focus your mind on the tip of the nose and keep chanting again some mantra. Now, so many techniques are there in the world. All masters have different techniques. But let me assure you, these techniques are thousands of years old and they are still prevalent. Many teachers teach these kind of practices, although they may be with certain modifications and changes. So if you want to follow these techniques, I don't suggest you do each and every technique. Pick up two techniques and follow them for 3 months. If you benefit, you can contact me, or in those 3 months, try to find a guru. Let me assure you, if you try to find a guru, you will never fail. Because guru is also, master is also in search of his disciples. Master comes to this earth back on his own will. He comes here just to uplift his disciples who have been left back in the journey. They may be his friends, they may be his relatives, they may be his earlier disciples of the past life, but he is also in search of you. So start searching for your master and he will also come to you because he is also looking for people like you. But when you find your master, when you believe that he is my master, then have full faith on him and devote yourself unconditionally to him. Coming on to chapter, I have already told you the technique of meditation which has been given in 6th chapter. Now coming on to 7th chapter, Lord says, out of thousands of people, only one tries to find me, only one tries to be my devotee. I'll repeat it again, friends, because it is important to know what Lord is trying to say. You see thousands and hundreds and thousands of people around you, but amongst them only one tries to find him. And again, out of all those hundreds and thousands, only one reaches him, only one finds him. It is that difficult. If you think I'll just start meditating, I'll start reading Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Bible or Mahabharata, and then after some time I'll be a renounced person, I'll be a self-realized person. That is not so easy because God Himself has said, out of thousands, one tries to find me. And out of those thousands who try to find me, only one finds me. Coming on to chapter 8, as I said, friends, I teach meditation, I practice meditation regularly, I have benefited. Try to do it, you will also benefit. In chapter 8 also, Lord has given one more technique of meditation. That is fixing your mind on the heart chakra. There are 7 chakras in the body. They are the Muladhara, the Swadhisthana, the Manipur, the Anahat or heart chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra, the Agya chakra, and the Sahasrara. There are seven chakras in the body. When these seven chakras are awakened, we can say that the Kundalini is awakened. This is what is Kundalini Yoga. So in chapter 8, verse 12, Shlok 12, Lord says, focus on the heart chakra. Heart chakra is where God Himself resides. This is His place of living. This is the place of living of soul. So close your eyes, put your attention on heart chakra and meditate. Keep chanting some name mentally. Remember, in all these things, concentrating the mind there is important. Watching is important. Watching is of utmost importance. You will realize the moment you start meditating, your mind will take you away, miles and miles away, in hundreds and thousands of things. But you don't have to get bogged down by these things. The moment you realize your mind has gone back, gone away, take it back to where you were. Take it back on the meditation techniques. These techniques are the things which you have to follow. They are the ones which will give you benefit. Coming on to chapter 9, God says, if you worship me, if you devote yourself to me, if you surrender to me, if you think of me at all times, if you offer all your activities to me, then you will come to me. Those who try to find me, they come to me. They come to my abode. They come to my kingdom. And those who try to find gods like Indra, Agni, air, Vayu, etc., they go to they find those gods. But that is limited because after finding them, your result of finding those gods is limited because they are also from me. Those who worship ancestors, they go to ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits, they find ghosts and spirits. So Arjuna, be my devotee. Follow path to me, and one day you will find me. Again and again he tells him, stand and fight. That is, the duty is to be followed. Wherever you are, whatever you are, whatever you are doing, do that. But do it by surrendering it to God. And even while doing it, keep chanting His name. Chapter 10 is the yoga of the divine glories. What does Arjuna see when God shows him his universal form? In chapter 10, Arjuna asked Lord, "O Lord, you have told me so many things about you. You have guided me about so many things. But can you please show me your ultimate form, the universal form?" Then God says, yes, you are my friend. You are my disciple. You are my devotee. I'll certainly show you. But he says, you cannot see. That's in chapter 11. We'll talk about chapter 10 right now. He says, God says, if you see around you in this universe, then believe me that I am the sun, I am the moon. Among the beasts, I am the lion. Among the birds, I am the Garud, the vehicle of Lord Vishnu. Among the demons, I am Prahlad, the greatest devotee of God. Among men, I am Ram, I am Krishna, I am Arjun, and I am Sage Vyasa. He says, among the animals, I am elephant, Aravat. Ravat is the vehicle of Indra, which has thousands of feet. Among the horses, I am Uchchashroa, which came out after churning the ocean. He says, amongst the priests, I am Brihaspati, I am Kartikeya in the leaders of the army, I am the ocean in waters, I am the ocean in waters, I am the Ganges in rivers, I am the Himalayas in mountains, I am the Lord of that Yam, I am the Lord of wealth, Kuber, I am everything, Arjuna, whatever you see on this earth. I have told you only the bigger parts, the larger parts, the prominent forms of mind. That's what Krishna tells him. But trust me, each and every particle in this universe is me and me only, nothing else. I am smaller than the smallest and larger than the largest. That's what Krishna tells Arjuna. Friends, we have briefly and to some extent in detail about some chapters, and to some extent in brief about some of the chapters we have gone through today. Tomorrow again I'll try to be there with you tomorrow in the evening, and thank you very much for being with me. Hope you enjoyed this video session. Please like and subscribe my channel Eternal Journey. God bless you. Enjoy, be happy, remain in bliss. Thank you. Bye bye.